me on this one. A figure that had to be profiled, right? Has to be power ranked, right? Like the topic of so many discussions right now. Someone who kind of redefined an era, right? Like this goes all the way back to very old, like werewolf mythology is extremely old. So let's get right to the point. So he is representing a long lineage of fierce beef. Now this happens to be David Kessler, who became most famous in the early 80s, 1981, when this film comes out, and it's about an American traveler who runs into a werewolf on the English moors. Just like everything about this was just like the quintessential, like he's at the end, they're backpacking throughout Europe, right? And he and his friend get attacked by a werewolf. He survives the encounter, right? Which of course changes him into a werewolf himself. Like they killed the werewolf that had infected him. His friend lives and comes back as a ghost. But we'll talk about that later. But when the moon comes out, he now transforms into a towering, muscular beast covered with thick, dark fur. His eyes glow with an eerie luminescence under the moonlight, and his elongated snout reveals sharp fangs capable of easily tearing through flesh. He has powerful limbs and razor sharp claws that can shred through even the toughest armor, right? And there's still a little bit of human inside of David, but I'm telling you, he goes full savage when he's running around these streets. And he possesses all the gifts that you will get, from a wolf. He has heightened senses, heightened strength, agility, all those things that come along with a great body. And unfortunately for us, he's a supreme tracker. So if he locks on you, that's pretty much it, man. He's gonna catch you in time, man. He's fast enough and stealthy enough to do it. Now I have him ranked at a 4 because he's got all these additional physical gifts, and he heals at a ridiculous rate. So if you don't drop him right then and there, he has enough time. He will regenerate and go on, to wreak havoc on other knights. Fortunately, they were able to bring him down with a barrage of bullets. It took a lot to actually bring him down. I think if he were still alive, he definitely represented 4. And just a mythology we want to talk about more and more because we know, werewolf mythology goes all the way back to ancient Kemet. I've talked about Wepawet and where, that lineage of werewolves coming from North Africa. But then, of course, there's a strong lure of werewolf mythology that comes from that area of Europe. So he represents 2 kind of strong mythologies. Again, if you have more to add to this piece, please do so in the comment section. But as always, hit that like and subscribe.